Well, good evening and welcome to the Queensland Futures League 2021. We're broadcasting live once again from Bannister Park at Hendra in the north of Brisbane. Bannister, of course, is home to the All-Stars Baseball Club. It's Wednesday the 3rd of November 2021 and round 8 of the first QFL series. Week 8, the penultimate round, 4 teams, 9 weeks, and then the championship game on the 17th of November. All being played for the Ash Anderson Cup. Hello, I'm Paul Harradine from Sports Broadcasting Australia, and along with my co-commentator tonight, Tay O'Keefe.
Hello.
Matt Glasson. Glassy is away, apparently.
Oh, no.
He's away on business tonight. We bring you the Assassins in position number 2 versus the Lumberjacks in position number 1. And now, quickly, we'll introduce Tay. How are you, Tay? You going
Great,
well?
I'm fantastic.
Had
How
a
are
great
you?
day. Good.
Weather's nice and clear tonight.
Always good. As soon
Just
as I get out of bed in the morning.
Perfect temperature. No clouds, no storms. Everything's perfect for tonight.
Absolutely
good
beautiful.
weather.
Of course, in production, it's Nick McGowan Christie to our right, pushing all the buttons. Our camera operator, Rodney Reed. And tonight we've got a centre field shot over the shoulder of the pitcher into home plate. Of course, I'm Harrow. The Assassins are sitting second with 2 wins, 2 losses and 2 ties. Lumberjacks are sitting in first place with dollar wins I've written here. That's not right, is it? And 2 losses. I think it's 3 wins and 2 losses. So starting lineups, Tay will bring us those.
Tyson Zamora up to bat as we speak right now.
And the defensive lineup for the Lumberjacks.
Yes, so we have Josh Paolo pitching. John Lem catching, Ryan Zarek on first, Connor Scott on second, Jacob Nielsen on, Brian Humple on third, and Jacob Nielsen on shortstop. But now I have to turn the page over to find Liam O'Hayer's left field, and we have Kylan Pierce in centre field and Soren Branch on right field. Oh, pop up there.
Second baseman's got it.
No problems at all, taken by second base, which is Connor Scott.
Connor Scott takes that out. So we'll just jot that down very quickly. Zamora out on a fly ball to 4, second base, for the first out. 1 up, 1 down.
Okay, next we have up to bat Billy Richters.
Billy Richters. There's a name to work on.
Billy Richters. Sounds great. Number 10 on the back of his shirt. He's playing right field this tonight to start.
For the Assassins, and it's the Assassins and the Lumberjacks. Of course, the Lumberjacks in that bright canary yellow colour, looking resplendent, and the Assassins. What else would you expect? But they will be wearing black. Pop up now will go foul over the back of the first base dugout. And batting at the moment is Billy Richters, as Tay said. Mm-hmm. And we're 1 man down. Glassy's away, of course. Matt Glasson. Unavailable tonight. Bit of work has gone in. A fair few hours, I can tell you, getting that centre field shot up. And called strike on Billy Richters.
So you're really getting to see that shot where you can see the pitcher's hard work and where it's going in the strike zone. It's a really great shot that we've got.
That's right. We look straight in at the catcher.
And we've also got the speed camera set up.
Yep, it's all happening. Billy gets the walk that time.
Gets the walk.
Billy Richters.
Okay, next up to bat is Franco Natali. So I think we have both Natali brothers here tonight.
1 in each team?
1 in each team. We've got Angelo over on Lumberjacks and we've got Franco here.
That makes transport a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Quite possibly.
I don't have the umpires line up for you and the scorers at the moment tonight, but we'll see if we can get those to you later on. Of course, we will bring you the play-by-play description of this complete game, all 7 innings until we get a result. And a couple of interviews as well. We've got a guest coming in the 3rd inning. One of the coaches, of course, will be coming up. We'll be on air until the end of the game and a little bit of a wrap at the end of the game. And then we'll close down and look forward to week 9 next week.
Swing and a miss there.
It's been a good series thus far. And who have we got at the plate? John Lem.
We have got John Lem at the moment.
No, we haven't.
No, number 9.
Different team.
Sorry. Franco Natali. That's
Franco Natali. You've already told me that.
Yeah, I have.
I just don't have a lineup sheet.
I was just doing
That's
the
all right.
defensive on the other side. God.
Keep scribing, and there's another out with a strikeout on Natali. Billy Richter's still standing at first base after drawing a walk. And now we've got the number 13 at the plate. Scott Cronin, is it? Yeah, Scott Cronin.
Yep, Scott Cronin up to bat number 13. Lucky for some.
Well, fourth batter in the lineup, but there are 2 out and a runner on first.
Now, usually Matt Glasson is here to help us.
K2 for the third batter there.
Yeah. But today I'm doing the scoreboard, so I may not be able to keep up with the pitch count. Oh, hang on.
No, it's fine. You're female. You're multitasking.
I can.
You're able
I can
to do that.
multiple things, but doing the pitch count and the scoring and the writing down the defensive.
As opposed to us mere males who apparently can't multitask.
Oh, I don't know.
I've proven that time and time again.
Yeah. Apparently, we're not really meant to do it at all, but we do. Doesn't mean we do it well. Oh, catcher doing a great job keeping it in front there.
He did do a good job. Billy took his eyes off that one. He probably could have got to second on that. He's got a fair set of wheels. As Billy Richter's.
I think because the catcher caught it, kept it in front, it was a bit dangerous.
He did. Yeah, he's still got to retrieve it and throw it on the money, though. A nice breeze blowing in.
Oh, right down the third baseline. Oh, look at that. Straight to
and
first.
throws rope across to his first baseman to
And
get the
that's
third
it.
out on a 5-3 ground ball out, Scott Cronin.
So now we have 3 out and we're changing side.
Okay.
So no runs in so far.
5-3 ground ball for the third out. Sorry.
I'm going to give this to you, okay?
That's all right. Yeah. You can if you like. Well, once you've done the defensive lineup,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to write. Goodness me. What's the world coming to? Welcome aboard, everybody. We're halfway through the first inning only. No score on the board. Assassins 4 batters to the plate, 3 out. Billy Richter's stranded at first after that one. And the Assassins now take to the field. We'll bring you their defensive lineup very, very soon as their pitcher warms up for this. The Lumberjacks, of course, sitting in first place very neatly there. And with only this game and one more game to play next week, these two could be the 2 teams that play off for the Ash Anderson Cup in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, we get to the championship game. The Ash Anderson Cup is being produced. I did say to Glenn Long this evening on the way here that it's actually in gestation. Longy is in charge of that, and there's a couple of major decisions for minor work that has to be done to the trophy to make it as spectacular as you would expect it to be. So we're hoping the Ash Anderson Cup will be here next week on display. We can bring that to you. If you can't make it to the ground, we'll bring it to you on the stream. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Tell your friends and family that this stream is happening. We've got tonight, we've got next week, and then one more week after that, the championship game. The other game between 3 and 4 will still take place on that Wednesday night, but at Carina, and the Carina Club have done a magnificent job preparing for that big game.
They sure have. And at bat right now, we have Liam O'Hay, number 18, currently left fielder.
He does a pretty good job. He's pretty solid for a batter, and the defensive lineup.
Okay, here's
for
the
the
problem.
Assassins.
I've got everybody else but the pitcher. What do I do? How do I do that?
He's that bloke out there on the hill.
Yeah, I know. Hang on, number 12.
It's all in the book. A
Is it?
pop-up goes into the
into the
triangle
hole.
to right field. Second baseman retrieves that one.
He made
And
it
that
safe.
is Connor Scott. No, it's not Connor Scott. The second baseman is
Liam O'Hay.
Scott Cronin.
Oh, sorry.
Scott Cronin, second base.
Sorry, I was saying Liam O'Hay made it safe to first.
So a single to position 4 for Liam O'Hay.
I'm just trying to find... Okay, there you go.
All the stats are here. I'll dig out a bit more information. If only you could see us now. We've got lots of
bunt
paper.
here
It lays down the bunt to
by,
move the runner.
Connor Leverty.
And that works. The out is That was pitcher to first, I think.
Mhm.
Or was it the catcher that got it? I think it was pitcher. All right, there is the out on, I'm going to call it 1-3 because I did take my eyes off it momentarily.
And we also have our runner, our first, Liam O'Hay is on second now.
Yeah.
Due to that bunt. So he did move his runner around. This is number 14, John Lem, up to bat.
Did the job. Okay. Somewhere in the paperwork we've got
Number 12.
all the numbers and names.
Assassin's number 12.
Yeah, I've got bits of paper sticking to each other.
I'm sure there's viewers out there that know who's pitching, so they can tell us. They can send us through a comment. Hey, that's... Oh, nice slice out to left side, but it's on
Nope,
the outside
foul.
the foul line. So
Gone into the depths of the bullpen. It doesn't appear to want to play this roster. The roster's done, disappeared. Maybe it's still somewhere in the folder. The magic folder, of course. Here we are. I knew I put
Joel
it somewhere.
Hogan. Oh my gosh, of course I knew that. Joel Hogan is pitching. One of my favourites. And he K2'd John Lem. Sorry about that, buddy.
Okay, so Lem down on strikes. That should be, is that
Second
two out now?
Hmm?
Liam O'Hay at second base in
And
scoring
now
position.
this is Angelo Natali up to bat, the brother. Oh, there we go. That was nice and inside. So we now have two out and a runner on second. And Angelo Natali up to bat. Angelo might have sounded like I said Angela, but Angelo Natali.
No, certainly was Angelo.
Angelo and Franco.
There you go. Well, we've got our centre field camera on a scaffold right behind, for those that know this ground, the Roebuck shirt, the number 5 Roebuck shirt,
Thanks
which has
to
been
our
retired.
Yes, thanks to our wonderful Audley Hire sponsors.
Yeah, they provided the scaffold.
That's
I
what I'm
moved
saying.
it today.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Sorry.
Shh. I haven't told Bruce yet, but it is certainly very
Thanks,
solidly anchored out there to that fence. It is not going to go anywhere.
It's up in the fence, caught up in there. Okay, I'm going to give this to you now. Oh, Joel Hogan. I didn't think I'd forget that, but there we go.
Thank you very much. So I've got two out. O'Hay in scoring position at second base, but with two out, Angelo Natali at the plate.
Slice
And
to the fence
big,
again.
a swing and a miss to bring up another strike. These are the top two teams on the table at the moment as we speak, coming into this game, and it looks like the Lumberjacks will consolidate a place. They'll be hard to catch, I think, out of that position there. One. Angelo thought he had the walk there, but he didn't quite get 4 yet. That was high and wide.
2 and 2. Oh, wait. Oh.
Of course, Rodney Reed out in the grandstand, our cameraman. Steals third. Pop up on the infield. It goes back, second base. Gloves
he
that.
Grabbed
And that
it.
is Scott Cronin gets that catch.
Well
So
done.
fly ball to position 4 brings up the third out on Angelo Natali and the Lumberjacks. And after one completed inning here at Bannister Park, there is no score on the board. It is 0-0.
Baseball. It starts with a glove and a ball. No matter where you start, where you play, or where the game takes you, you're still just playing ball.
What a moment for Luke Hughes. What a moment for Australia.
Join in the fun today. Visit baseball.com.au to find your local club.
And welcome back to the action in the Baseball Queensland Futures League Opens division.
Okay, so we've got Ben Craig up to bat.
There he is. We've still got Josh Paolo on the mound. Just let me check, make sure. So Ben Craig, his first appearance tonight. It's the top of the second inning. Nice cool night, not too hot. A breeze blowing in from probably centre right, I would say. And so it's not going to help. It's not going to help the long hitters.
No. Oh, he sliced it up, and it's a foul ball up to the fence.
High back nets here, very high back nets, and they go a long way around the park.
It's interesting that he had a hit at that with it's 2-2. That's
I guess he liked it. Fouls it off down the third base side, and the third base coach fields that. Didn't throw it too far, just scooped it up to third baseman, which is Byron Humble, I should say. Byron. So Craig steps back in, facing the next pitch, and pops that foul over the right side this time. Josh Paolo. Plying his trade on the mound, though. There. And gets the walk. Draws the walk, Ben Craig. So base on balls. The Assassins get a runner on again here in the second innings. They got one on in the first. Billy Richter's with a walk. But base on balls. So he was left stranded. So now the lead-off, Ben Craig, is in. And he's followed by Ed Crotty, the number 20 and lefty.
That's right. The Assassins have all the lefties. So
they
many
certainly do.
He tried for the pick-off there, but unsuccessful.
Down and dirty. That's the way we like the runners to be at first base. Down and dirty, coming back to avoid the tag. Crotty ready now. Leaves one high, does Craig. Oh, he's going to be cold. Iced out at second base. Great throw from the catcher.
Out. Well done.
John Lamb just put that straight there in front of the base into the glove of the shortstop, Jacob Nilsson. And that was a great out on the stealing Ben Craig.
Fantastic throw there from John Lamb, wasn't it?
2 to 6 out on the throw over, brings up the first out.
And Jacob Nilsson did the great tag from shortstop.
Absolutely. All he had to do was put his glove under the ball. That was right on the money from John Lamb.
For sure.
Great throw. Crotty taking the odds to it, leaving them alone, laying off. Pops that one foul over the back net. The number 20's got a pretty easy swing on him, Ed Crotty. Here we are. Assassins get a runner on with a walk, and he's iced at second base. Great throw.
So the count is 2-2. Lovely slice down third line, but it just curved out.
That's
into
foul.
The foul.
That's the shape they take. Anything off the bat down the lines always curls that way. It's like the pop-ups behind home plate. They always head towards the net, then curl back in towards home plate. That's why catchers turn, take their mask off, and they don't throw it until they see where the ball is. Then they throw it away so they can't stumble over it with their feet. They're waiting for that ball to curl back in towards home. And Crotty goes for a swing and a miss.
And that's it.
And he is out. Great pitch from Paolo. So big K2 on a swinging Ed Crotty. 2 up, 2 down, the Assassins in the top of the second inning. And Tim Preston strides to the plate.
Digs out a hole in the back of the box.
Yeah, some of them love doing that. Preparing the office, if you like, where they've got to work. He lifts the first one, hits her first pitch, it goes deep centre field, but there's a man out there in centre field. Settle underneath it, Kylan Pearce. Kylan Pearce takes that, no trouble at all. Big high fly ball to position 8, brings up the third out. And in the top of the second inning, it is the Assassins go 3 up, 3 down with no score on the board.
Hello, and we're back. We're just about to come up for our next batter, and that is Jacob Nilsson. So,
Bottom of the second innings.
it's the bottom of the second
And
innings.
Nilsson steps in.
So I wanted to make a mention about something amazing that's just been happening. We have Zane Overlack. His father is the Lumberjacks. Phil Overlack is the Lumberjacks coach. And Zane, his son, he's one of 4 kids in the family. And he set up a Help My Mum Beat Breast Cancer GoFundMe page this week. And he said, this is what he said. Hi, I'm Zane and I'm the oldest out of 4 children, and I wanted to be able to try to assist my parents financially by starting this GoFundMe page. My mum, Steph, is 43 years old and has recently been diagnosed with triple positive HER2 breast cancer. While undergoing treatment, she will be unable to work, and Dad will have to reduce some of his hours to be able to care for her. Thanks for your support. And in the last 3 days, Zane has managed to raise over $10,000 already. But if you are out there and you would like to help this baseball family, this amazing baseball family, we would love for you to go and help with the GoFundMe page for Zane Overlack, Help My Mum Beat Breast Cancer. So if you could, please go to that page. It's on GoFundMe.com and help them out, because we'd love to support our beautiful families here.
Good work. Thanks, Tay. More about that later on. Jacob Nilsson, you would have seen on screen, out on a ground ball to third base, 5-3 play. And great throw there from Franco Natali across to Scott Fitzgibbon to get that out. 1 up, 1 down, the Lumberjacks. Bottom of the second inning. And Ryan Zarich is at the plate now. Check swing. A check swing on that to foul it off.
Yep.
Looked like he was going to unleash, but it was a bit far inside for him, so he just blocked it away. Joel Hogan still on the mound there for the Assassins. Joel Hogan, number 12. You can see him out there. And Ryan Zarich at the plate now. Let's see what he can do. It's going to be an arm wrestle tonight, this game. First and second place. Not much in it on the points table. Lumberjacks holding solid up there. They've got a good record. A very good record, in fact. And their record for the season so far is 4 wins, 2 losses.
Another foul ball there.
No ties, just 4 wins and 2 losses. And they're on a winning percentage of .667, rounded up, of course. And they have a positive run differential of 15 runs. So they're going to be pretty hard to dislodge.
So it's full count now. Nope.
Gets rung up on the outside. That's a great pitch on the outside edge.
Oh,
I can tell you right now, Hogan just painted the black edge on the corner. Part of the ball over part of the strike zone. That's all it takes. Part of the ball over part of the plate at the right height. And that's exactly where Hogan put it. So Zaric goes down on strikes. KC, 2 up, 2 down. The Lumberjacks, bottom of the second inning. And Soren Branch comes to the plate. Right fielder tonight for the Lumberjacks.
Oh, straight through to pitcher.
Yeah,
Goes
he
under
leaves
his
it alone,
glove.
thank goodness. It gets to the second baseman, Scott Cronin, gets it to Fitzgibbon. The two Scott to Scott, Cronin to Fitzgibbon, and they get the third out. So the Lumberjacks go 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second innings, and after 2, there is no score on the board from Bannister Park.
Baseball. It starts with a glove and a ball. No matter where you start, where you play, or where the game takes you, you're still just playing ball.
What a moment for Luke Hughes. What a moment for Australia.
Join in the fun today. Visit baseball.com.au to find your local club.
And welcome back to Bannister Park, where we go to the top of the third inning. And Scott Fitzgibbon will lead off for the Assassins. Hits a ground ball to second baseman, Connor Scott.
Oh, it's all
Get
the
it the other
Scotts.
way around.
Scott to Scott.
Too many
That's a
Scotts
Scott to
going
Scott
on
play.
here. Connor Scott to Ryan Zaric, and they get a 4-2-3 out. And that's 1 up, 1 down on Scott Fitzgibbon. Goodness me, I get my Scots confused. Top of the third with 1 out, Callum Wallace comes to the plate. It's all happening. And pleased to announce we've been joined by Jared Long, coach of the Lumberjacks. Can tell by the bright canary yellow shirt, which is just fantastic.
They're great.
So, Jared, we've interviewed a number of coaches through the series so far. We're up to week 7 already.
Yep.
No, 8.
8.
Yeah.
Eight.
We got one more to go? One more to go next
and then
week.
the finals.
And then the
Yep.
finals.
Round
yeah.
8, round 9, then the finals. You guys are top of the wazza here.
Yeah,
Top of the ladder.
Yeah, we were really happy with our draft. Ryan and Phil and I were super stoked with how the draft went. And,
Yeah.
it was quite an exciting concept that I put my hand up for, and it kind of went the way we wanted it to go. We looked at a bit of pitching, a bit of defense as well, and it's just shown in our games that we've really focused on our defense, and it's been
Got those
quite
results,
good, yeah.
4 wins, 2 losses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Callum has just been struck out, so now we have Tyson Zamora back up to the top of the batting level.
Big K2 swinging hard on that one, but not making any contact.
Oh, big slice out to right field, but I think it might be foul. Yes.
It certainly is foul. That's Tyson Zamora back to the top of the order. He was out on the infield, just a fly ball to 4. He led off and was out with that one. So that was just a long foul ball at the end of the day, a long strike. So, Jared, the other roles that you're in, though, apart from coaching this futures team, the Lumberjacks, they include high school.
High school, so I'm a high school teacher.
Yeah.
I'm the director of the Baseball Academy. down at Robina State High School.
Is that the one with the new field?
Yes, it is.
The brand new spanking new field.
Mariama Field.
Nice.
It is awesome. Awesome complex, and we utilise it every day, which
Oh
is
no,
awesome.
straight down first base.
Zamora fields it himself. Ryan Zarich fields at himself and takes the out himself. Put out at 3 for the third out here. We'll get back to Jared in a moment. 3 up, 3 down. The Assassins in the top half of the third inning. You got to be happy with that result.
Great.
Still
Great.
no score on the
It's
board.
always best to be interviewed when your team gets 3 up, 3 down.
Exactly. Especially one of my Robina students on the mound. So
Oh, nice.
There
Josh
you
Paolo.
go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Does that
And,
mean you're his personal coach down there?
Absolutely. Mudgerabar coach as well. So, yeah.
Wow.
So can
Okay.
he pitch his limit tonight, do you
So
think?
he'll pitch 45 pitches,
Okay.
and then we'll look to go into the pen, possibly. He pitched really well last week.
Terrific.
He
Yeah.
got through 3.2 last week, so he's really pitching well.
And he's economical right now,
very,
isn't he?
Very economical, so
Yeah.
it helps in this type of game.
Do you think that this extra play is really helping him with his future?
Oh, 100%, 100%. He's 16 years old.
That's
so
insane.
So it's insane coming
So
up
young.
against some really, really good hitters,
Yeah.
and absolutely showcasing what he's got to basically the world, because we're streaming this live. So
And we got the speed gun on for him and everything else. So it's all happening here tonight.
yeah, it's great.
And you'll be able to scout his pitching from the centre field shot that we've got going as well tonight.
Perfect.
So straight over the pitcher's shoulder into the catcher.
Yep.
If I zoomed in a little bit more, we could probably
See the
find
signs.
out the signs.
We're not Houston.
You don't want to
We're
give
close.
too many secrets away.
Yeah, exactly.
So bottom of the third, Lumberjacks coming to the plate with Kylan Pearce.
Tiger.
Oh, this is Tiger. Sorry, we missed him. Oh, that's my fault. Sorry.
Oh, you want my pen as well?
I do. Tiger. What's Tiger's last name?
Sato.
Sato.
So
Ahau
from
gozaimasu,
Korea.
everybody that's watching in Japan.
No. Where's Kylan
So
Pearce?
Kylan's
Must be batting
hitting
9.
Yep, you're correct.
Reversed around.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. What's happening?
Can't get good help these
If
days.
it's on the yellow page. So what number is Tiger? 16. There we go. He's quite young, isn't he?
He's a little bit older than some of them. I
okay.
believe he's in his 20s. Oh, sorry, this is Soren Branch.
That's
Is that
sorry.
really?
Yep, Soren Branch. Sorry, my apologies.
Oh, something's gone wrong here on the sheet.
So,
Uh-oh.
oh no! Bounce up to first. It's like karma for the. Oh, he almost beat him. Geez, fast up that.
Oh, he's
He's
out.
fast up that line.
He's-
I didn't see that. I've got this big block of wood in my way right in the middle of the window. What was the out?
It was it was hit to 3, first base, and so he just
he got him
he
out.
put his foot on the
Yeah,
base.
okay.
That's it. But he had to run to beat Soren to the.
is
So Soren's 8 hole and Kylan Pearce is 9 hole. So
okay. So Tiger must be batting.
I think he'd be up the
7.
order a bit. Yeah, 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
That's
figure
not what
it
was
out.
on the
I'll,
page.
I'll figure something out.
Okay, don't worry about that. Where's
Well, that would be batting out of order if it wasn't on
Yeah.
the page. And I'm
oh,
sure they
dear.
didn't do that.
No.
Definitely not.
Okay, so this is number 8. This is Kylan
Pearce.
Pearce.
Yep.
Kylan Pearce. That's it. Lefty again.
And he's
Oh.
in the 9
Nice
slot.
pitch.
Out into the hole for just in between second and right field.
He got all of it. It sounded really good off the bat.
Was perfect placement too.
So he's batting in the 9 slot, Kylan Pearce.
He was telling me his old man hit a home run, so in B grade on the weekend. So
Oh, look out.
His old man's one up on him at the moment.
The
so-
challenge is
Yep,
on.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Now here we go with number 18. So that's back up to Liam.
Yep, Liam.
yeah, so Soren Branch is there in the 8 slot. And he was put out at
Ooh.
first.
That's very inside, but I think he's working on moving him off the plate, right?
And Tiger was out in the 7th slot with a 4-3 ground ball. There
So
we
are there
go.
any hints that you give to your Lumberjack players about the different pitches like Joel Hogan?
Yeah, so Joel has a really, really good breaking pitch or a slider. So
Don't hit those.
well, if we get it and he kind of doesn't throw it as well as he can, that if it's going to sit up there, but we're really trying to attack, looking at his fastball and trying to attack
I
that.
see. Oh, it's all on.
That was Kylan Pearce stealing second.
Good job.
Took an early.
Catch is going out to speak to Joel now. So Ed is just going to have a quick chat just to settle him down and give him a minute to reset.
Yeah, it's just a reset. Fairly simple. Catchers do that a lot. And they get told usually by the coach, don't they? Get a bit of a sign, go and have a chat to him. Saves a visit.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
that's one visit that they would have. So just to take control of the game, they're the general of the team. They're the one that can see the whole field, only position that can.
Yeah.
So that they know what's going on and calling balls and strikes and what pitches to call.
Definite
Good,
strike
good.
on that one.
And you're coaching Mudgeeraba as well.
Yeah,
You mentioned that.
Coaching Mudgeeraba, so
Yep.
they're Division 1 team.
Yep.
So just around the corner from me.
Yeah.
So I made the trek a few years ago from Pine Hills, and now I'm loving it at Mudgeeraba. So coaching their Div 1 team, we've got a really young team, a fair few playing in this game. So Scott Cronin, who's the MVP
Yep.
last year of the GBL, so he's playing at second base now.
I think Matt Glasson mentions that several times every week.
Oh, does he?
We have a full count.
got a
We have
bit
a
of a
full
man
count now
crush.
on Liam O'Hay. Is a full count. Yep.
A man crush on Scotty. Does
Yeah.
classic.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. We're having a time for a minute. What's happening?
There's a ball back there.
Oh, it must have come from the
Okay.
bullpen.
Yeah, certainly did, out of the darkness under the trees. So you live locally, you're coaching Rabina, working there as a teacher as well,
Yep.
director of baseball,
Yep.
a sports master as well.
No, so just the director.
Director of the baseball program.
I take some golf kids as well and do
Okay.
a bit of theory and that with them.
Okay.
For the
That's
Australian
it.
curriculum and stuff like that.
There's
Yeah,
a walk to first
okay.
there.
And then around the corner again to Mudgeeraba. It's all good.
That's
Practice
right.
is good
It's perfect.
and
perfect.
saving on petrol.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so we have Connor Levity up to bat now. We've got a runner on first and second. What would you be saying to them now if you could get in their ear?
So Connor's been hitting the ball well. So we don't want him to overdo it too much. We've got a runner in scoring position. So if
There's only one out.
Yep, one out. So we wouldn't be bunting because, with two out, you don't really want to be in that situation. So we're going to let him hit away.
Okay.
So hopefully that he can either move the runners around or hopefully put the ball in the outfield and score a run.
Okay. We only got the one out, which was Soren.
Yeah,
I
we
think
got one
was
out,
the only
yep.
one out. He was the lead off.
Oh, big swing there.
And then we've got two on. Every now and then, do you get tempted for some not out of the book plays, like a bit of a surprise play that's a bit different?
Yeah,
Some tucked away in your back pocket?
Absolutely. You've got to keep the field on their toes and that type of thing. If you put the ball in play, good things happen.
Catch them unawares.
So it might be a bunt.
Another big swing.
Might be a steal, hit and run, that type of stuff.
Yep.
Trying to move the fielders and trying to sometimes make it happen. It's a tight ball game at the moment. So you might want to put runners in motion and hit behind the runner.
We had one a few weeks ago. It was 0-0, and we're thinking there hasn't been anything unusual played by any of the coaches here. They all had opportunities with runners out there to do something different
Or
and maybe
big
break
foul
the
ball
game open
behind.
with one run lead.
Yep.
It ended up 0-0, I think, at the end of the night. And we're going, okay, well, nobody did anything to create a run. You've got to make the runs, don't you?
Oh, 100%. Especially the defense has been such a tight ball game at the moment, and probably all the games that we've played, I think we've won probably about 3 by 1 run.
Yeah.
And I think we've lost our 2 games by 1 run. So
Yeah.
Super tight, isn't it?
super tight, which just shows the depth of the competition and how even all four teams got it. To the draft and whatnot. So it's been good.
Jared, the question I ask all the coaches that come up is the improvement in the standard of the players from week 1, which is only 8 weeks ago, to now. It's massive, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's playing at this elite level for 8 weeks is just so much.
There's a K2.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm talking.
That's all right. That's a second out.
Down on the strikeout,
Yeah.
the K2, and John Lem comes to the plate.
Yes. So our catcher, is that right? Catcher comes up to the plate.
Yep, struck out in his first appearance. But he's a pretty solid player, isn't he?
He is Johnny Lem, so I'm hoping good things are going to happen now. He's been due for a while.
Oh,
Look out.
There we go.
He's on base.
he's on base. There we go. Hit by
Stinger.
pitch.
A stinger.
I think they didn't want him to hit it.
Yeah.
I think that was a ball that just went
So
a bit
loaded
awry.
bases now.
Yep, loaded bases. And we have...
Angelo Natali.
That's a bit of a threat, isn't it?
Fly ball to second base last time, popped it up. So, yeah, the standard, getting back to that standard of play, we noticed in week 1, everybody was a bit tentative, like feeling their way around, you know, new teammates and all this sort of thing. Week 2, yeah, marginally better, but week 8, they're all different.
Oh,
First swing.
100%. And even just in the dugout, it's such a tight-knit group in the dugout.
More chatter.
Yeah, more chatter. You know, everyone getting to know each other a little bit more and that type of stuff. And it's really good to see. But, yeah, definitely the quality has improved, probably pitching-wise in particular.
Yeah.
So it was at the start of the season where they hadn't really thrown too much. And now they're throwing for their clubs. They're throwing in this.
Yeah, they started out a bit cold, didn't they?
Yeah, well, not cold. They were just kind of a pitcher. It's very much a feel thing. So it takes a little bit of time to find your rhythm. And it seems like they're really filling up the strike zone now and making hitters really sort it out.
And they seem more confident. We just saw behind the plate there Ed Crotty. He took that ball, took the pitch, immediately jumped round for a throw at first, which he was never going to throw with a runner at third. Loaded bases.
Oh, hit another hit by
But he
pitch.
was so confident, he wanted that runner
So that
to let him know that he was there.
Exactly.
That
watching
has
everything.
brought around their first run
Yep.
for the Lumberjacks.
Hit by pitch ball on Angelo Natali.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to first, John Lem goes to second, Liam O'Hay goes to third, and Kylan Pearce scores the first run of the game.
Might have to stay up here. I'm scoring more runs up here than I am.
Stay away, you reckon?
Exactly.
This is a great strategy you've got here. So now we've got coming up to bat number 15, which is Jacob Nielsen.
Pretty handy. He drove one down to third base and got out on the ground ball to third. Change of pitcher now. Is this your third baseman or did he come from the pen?
Looks like Dylan Sipple, I believe.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
So Dylan Sipple's
Franco's
coming
gone
up.
for a chat up there at second base.
Usually we have Matt here and he's like, he knows it even before they get there, but we're just sort of checking numbers. It's a bit hard to see through the 3 layers of nets here that we have to look through, but
Exactly, and they all look different in different uniforms as well than what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Football.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely Dylan Sipple.
Dylan Sipple's number
you
9.
can tell from his pitching style.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joel Hogan leaves the game.
So is there anything different that you get Lumberjacks to do for the different pitchers? So this is Dylan. He's obviously very different to Joel.
Yep. So Dylan's more, so he's going to fill up the zone a lot more. And he's got a few more kind of slower breaking pitches. So we're just, and he always fills up and really pitches well against us. I think he's pitched against us once or twice before. So we really just need to adjust and sit back a little bit and really put good barrels on balls.
Make him work it.
Exactly.
Okay. He'll be followed. Jacob Nielsen will step in and he'll be followed by Ryan Zarich if we get that far. Lumberjacks still with loaded bases here at Bannister Park as Dylan Sipple goes through his warm-up routine. It looks like he's all set. He's been up in the bullpen having a throw, hence the loose ball that was down here previously. And,
A little bit of a light breeze still coming in now. Oh, foul ball on the first one.
Yeah. I don't know if the
on
food
the
van
roof.
turned up tonight.
No, actually, she had a heart attack. The lady that had the thing. So they opened the tuck shop, but that's really sad to hear. It was
She was the schnitzel lady?
she's a von Schnitzel truck. I'm so sad to hear that. We really loved her. So I hope she gets better soon. She's at hospital at the moment.
She's originally from Grafton in New South Wales.
There
Had a
you
long
go.
chat to her 2 weeks ago when they were here. So I hope she's all right.
So all the best from us.
Pops one foul again over
foul
the first
ball.
base dugout. These back nets are high, aren't they?
They are.
They still get over them
Yeah.
though. Oh,
Still losing a few balls.
everybody's still scared to park it the closer to the fence.
So 1 run lead now. We're in the bottom of the third. And you're looking pretty handy with that and loaded bases.
Hopefully Nilly can come good and clutch up and score 2 runs right here.
Yep.
Oh,
he's hit it to
nice
centre
slice out
field,
to centre.
But Tyson Zamora is out there and he takes the catch
And that's
with
it.
a third out. So fly ball to centre field. goes in the book. Nothing spectacular, but it was a big hit. That is the third out. So after 3 completed here at Bannister Park, it is the Lumberjacks 1 leading the Assassins, no runs. But just briefly, we'll touch on Pine River. Someone asked if Pine Rivers was being streamed. It is not. We have one streaming facility only, and it's all hardwired here because I put the hard wiring in. It's not easy to
It's
move.
hard work to do the hard wiring, that's for
and
sure.
we don't have anybody streaming the other game. That's a deliberate decision by BQ, and I think it's a good decision. These are the features at the moment, and everybody, all of the teams have rotated through the ground anyway, so they're all getting reasonable coverage. And then, of course, when we get to the championship game, it will be here. The third versus fourth game will be over at Carina, and they're putting a massive amount of promotional work over there. They're getting all set up for that big game. It's going to be a big event over there at Carina. Depending on which teams you're following, there should be a good crowd there and a good crowd here. And, of course, we'll stream this one. And it's recorded. If you want to watch this game afterwards, you can go onto the YouTube channel you're watching right now and just watch it as many times as you like. A lot of the players go on and watch it as a bit of homework on themselves. They watch what they did and they learn a bit from it. I think there's another one for you, Jared, videoing and watching videos of how you play when you're not conscious of the video going. That you can learn a lot of things, especially golfers do it all the time, don't they?
100%. And so like if you can watch it back, I know a lot of guys have a slow motion camera in the batting cages, and they'll have a swing and they'll look up 5 seconds later in a monitor just to have a look, just to tinker with their swing, because it probably feels different to what it actually looks like, and just to tinker it. And golfers in particular, they're right on it.
Special.
Yeah.
So. As a coach, you can talk till you're blue in the face about a player's issue, dropping a shoulder, lifting a shoulder, twisting their elbow, whatever, stepping the wrong way, stepping too high, stepping too low, or a pitcher, a hitter or a pitcher. You can tell them, and they'll go, yep, okay. But until they see it with a video replay of some sort, they obviously don't believe it most of the time.
100%, 100%. So it's really good that they can watch it back and they can see. And a lot of mums and dads now I see are recording with iPhones and stuff like that for colleges, for to put together a little bit of a portfolio of the player, and they can also tinker with their swing.
And then they go, well, that's what you mean.
Yep, exactly.
Because they see it with their own eyes.
Okay, so up to bat we have Billy Richter's, and have we had a change of pitcher?
No, this is still Josh Paola.
Still Josh Paola. Jeez, he's doing great, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll go to his 45 and he might get through this.
Well, if he's 3 up, 3 down, has been pretty amazing,
hopefully.
hasn't it?
He's been doing very, very well. Are you keen to get back to the game yet?
I'll get back after this half.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So thanks for joining us up here anyway.
It's a bunt, but it's a foul.
It's good to come in here and talk about the game, talk about your players, but also your experiences and things like that. Yeah. And then, apart from your Mudgera Bar team and your high school teams, you got this group of people that have been thrown together through the draft system, and it's a total mixture of personalities, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's some guys that don't speak at all. There's some guys that you can't shut up.
Nice slice bat. Second base has just fumbled it a little. Oh, and it's made the difference. He's safe. Uh-oh.
It certainly was.
That's
second
one of the
base.
Scotties there.
Connor Scott. Connor Scott at second, he's still there.
Connor Laverty's at second.
Connor Laverty.
Yep.
Has he been there all game?
Connor Laverty has been there all game.
You got your Scots mixed
I
up.
did, sorry.
That's all right.
He's one that you can't shut up.
Ah, righto. I shouldn't really say this on air, but I was out there setting up the centre field camera, and they were right underneath having a stretch out there, and they'd had a bit of a jog and a stretch, and I had to have a chat with them about a few words they were saying.
Oh, jeez.
And I said, there's microphones on these cameras, don't you? And they went, oh. Next thing they're over in right field, doing their stretches over there.
Nowhere near a camera. This is Franco Natali up to bat.
And it was one of your players that does love a chat.
Yep.
He was doing all the talking. He's fine. They just went, oh. And somebody else said, yeah. So there you go. A little bit more education for them from the outside.
Yeah.
So Franco Natali is on one of the batting statistics, is one of the highest in the batting statistics, right?
I believe he's hit a home run or two.
He has.
Yep, so he's one of their powerful hitters.
So
There's some stats.
they definitely want to be careful for
That's
giving
not
him
the
what he
Assassins.
what he
You want the
wants.
assassin stats?
I do.
There they are. Happy to help.
So Franco Natali, he has had 17 at bats, 7
loose
hits.
ball through first base. The throw from catcher went straight through first baseman, and Billy Richter stands safely at second.
Great job there.
So runner in scoring position with none out. You better stay.
Or do I want to stay?
You're doing such a great job of coaching from here. It's amazing. Franco Natali has had 17 at-bats, 7 hits that were... We've got... Hang on, where are the home runs?
1 home run, I think.
1 home run, yeah. But a little bit of a dangerous hitter, I think.
Definitely a dangerous hitter. Their 3-4 guys are, definitely. There's a lot of power there.
Okay, we're at full count.
Crowd goes quiet. Deathly silence.
Oh, it's on the outside.
Richter's getting a good secondary lead, but struck out.
Wow, I
Great
totally
Harley.
thought that was a ball. But there we go.
Yeah, well, his pitch selections have been great, especially his out pitch.
Yep.
His out pitch, he sort of sets them up, then throws something slightly different.
Johnny's calling a really good game back there, so it's that's why we picked Johnny as one of our catchers. He's very exceptional with game calling. So.
Okay, so there we go. Josh Paolo has reached his number, and there'll be a relief pitcher coming in now.
Byron Humble. So from Redlands. He's
been out there warming up for a while.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now, speaking of Redland Rays,
yes.
Tyson Zamora, that is playing on Assassins, his sister, Tamika, just played her first game in Division 1.
That's exciting, isn't
For
it?
Redland Rays. Go women's
Girl
teams,
power.
go power. I'm so excited. She usually does play in Division 2. She's an amazing player. She also plays for Queensland. So I'm a huge fan of the Zamoras, I can tell you. And the fact that a woman has played in Division 1 this season, I'm pretty excited for her. She did play only a couple of innings at the end of the game, but she played on first base and she got a couple of hits as well.
Awesome.
And so, look,
It's great to see the growth of females
It
in the
is.
sport. I've got
Definitely.
So I've got a women's program on at Robina State High School
good.
that I started kind of 2 years ago.
Nice.
So it's a softball baseball program. We call it Diamond Sports, and we've got about 13, 14 girls in it now.
Terrific.
Brilliant.
So
That's what you need.
Definitely, the girls do both softball and baseball.
Yeah.
And they play in softball tournaments and the baseball schools cup and different things like
Well,
that. So
Excellent.
now that we have the Brisbane Bandits having a female team, these girls are going to get a chance to come up. It's not like it used to be where you would play into a certain level and then girls weren't really invited. Now we've got a women's league, we've got state championships, we've got Queensland teams, and then we've got Bandits and Australian teams as well. So it's fantastic to hear about those training systems.
100%, and it gives them really a focus that it used to be, I get to a certain point and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Where now
There's definitely somewhere to go now.
Definitely somewhere to go and really extend themselves.
And if there are women out there or girls that want to play, you can find a club near you. Go to baseballqueensland.com.au. You can find a club that's near you. We all have women's teams now, under 16, under 14, all the way up.
Yep, you don't stop once
that's
you get
right.
to 16 or whatever it is, as Jared just said. Scott Cronin steps in now for the Assassins. They've got 1 out and a runner in scoring position at second base in the form of Billy Richters. And Byron Humble just throws his first pitch there. He came on in the 4th innings with 1 out. And he's going to try and keep the Assassins' bats at bay. Pops one up. Infield, third baseman coming for it. It's not Byron Humble. He came off third base, didn't he? He's now on the mound. Who's at third base?
Jacob Nielsen.
There we go.
It's so good having you here.
He came from shortstop across to third base.
Yep.
I think he's been playing third all game. I think Tigers in shortstop.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Tigers.
We wrote this line.
We miss Matt. Matt's helpful for those sorts of things. He just knows them.
So that's an out from Jacob Nilsson. That was a pop-up from Scott Cronin.
Foul ball down the first base line.
This is Ben Craig. Ben Craig, his first appearance was at the top of the second innings. He led off there and got a walk. And then he got thrown out at second base. Attempting to steal. Billy Richters takes off for third.
Oh, catches hurt.
Danger
Ooh.
play. And the ball's gone loose from Nilsson, but not too
about,
far.
He thought about running and he went, no, that's a bit too close.
Oh, look, he's a nippy bloke. He's got a set of wheels on him, but I think he might have got himself in a lot of trouble at home plate with John Lem standing there. Lemmy wouldn't have let him get past, I don't think, as long as Nilsson got him the ball. And I think the coach might have had a word to say to him about staying there as well. It's in front. Good knockdown from Lem. It's only a metre away to his right-hand side. Not allowing any stealing on that. But Richter and the coaches of the Assassins looking to level this game up. Lumberjacks leading 1-0. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The Assassins at the plate, as you can see. And the tying run at third base with 2 out.
Two and two.
So Craig settling in there now with a 2-2 count. What does Humble offer up on a 2-2 pitch?
Oh, big swing.
He gets him swinging. He
Good
might have got a
job.
little tip on that, I think.
Thought it was 2 out, but it's 3 now. That's it.
It's 3 now.
Yep.
Certainly is. Big K2, a big swinging hard K2 by Ben Craig. That shuts down the attack of the Assassins in the top half of the fourth inning. So, Jared Long, thanks for joining us. We'll let you get back to the action out there and rev them up and maybe squeeze another run out.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jared.
Thanks.
Great to talk to you.
Baseball. It starts with a glove and a ball. No matter where you start, where you play, or where the game takes you, you're still just playing ball.
What a moment for Luke Hughes. What a moment for Australia.
Join in the fun today. Visit baseball.com.au to find your local club.
And welcome back to the bottom of the fourth innings here at Bannister Park. The Lumberjacks at the plate, leading off Ryan Zarich. We'll have seen that pitch come in, and we've got the outfield shot straight into the catcher. That gives us a good look at the signals, a good look at the pitcher's action, and also the swingers, the batters. Hits that down the third base side. A throw across to first and safe. Just didn't make it on time. He had to go have a second go at it, did Franco Natali. So Zarich makes it safely to first base with a single to 5. Beat the throw. A long way over there. Just don't know. There's been fielding changes, I think, but I haven't been able to pick those up. And this should be Tiger Sato. Sato, the number 9. It is Tiger, number 9. Saito, we had a couple out of order there, but we've tidied the lineup up. Tiger was out on a ground ball to second base in his first at-bat in the second innings. We're now in the fourth. Runner at first. Lumberjacks leading 1-0. Tiger takes a big swing at that and a little jog out of the batter's box as well. It was interesting having a chat with Jared Long. He's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of years of baseball behind him, and he's still only a young man. Saito pops one foul over the first base dugout. Dylan Sipple on the hill, as you can see. Came in the last innings with 2 out already, so he did get the 3rd out in the 3rd inning. And now we're in the 4th. Just to add to his pitch count. Saito with the runner to move around for the Lumberjacks. 2-2 pitch now from Sipple. Runner goes, the ball gets knocked down in front. Will he make it? Yes, he's out. Field umpire standing in perfect position right over second base. Saw that ball, saw the tag as the runner slid into it. That's Zarich out, attempting to steal second base. So good throw from the catcher, good chase. He had to chase that ball down as well. Did Ed Crotty, did a great job. And Saito strikes out swinging, took a big hack at that one. So big K2 for Tiger Saito. 2 up, 2 down now in the bottom of the 4th for the Lumberjacks. That brings to the plate Soren Branch. Soren Branch with the number 16. Two out here, bottom of 4. And he lifts one to centre field. Does he get under it? Yes, he does. Good charge and chase that one down, Tyson Zamora. Zamora gets that 3rd out, a fly ball to position 8. And that is a 3 up, 3 down for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the 4th inning. They cannot add to their tally, but they still lead the Assassins by 1 run to 0 after 4 innings. And welcome back to Bannister Park. All the action here as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Assassins, Ed Crotty. And he hits first pitch off, and that's fly ball to second base. Byron Humble still on the mound, of course. He only came in with 1 out in the previous inning. So he's got a bit of work to do, Byron Humble, and he does do that work with the first out here on the lead off, Ed Crotty. Fly ball to position 4, top of 5. And we're joined on microphone, David Badke.
Good evening.
How are you tonight?
Good, How are we?
It's a bit cooler tonight. A little breeze blowing in.
It is. I was just talking before. I reckon it was getting down to about 17 tonight. So
Perfect weather for
Good
baseball.
Yeah.
Means they can work harder to sweat it out.
and it's not raining, so
And
even better.
you've been here working hard, opening, closing, all those sorts of things every week, and a bit of work in it. You'll be happy to know we've got that centre field camera shot up tonight, and a lot of work went into that, I can tell you.
I've been watching the stream, and just having that camera out in centre field coming back in from that angle makes a massive difference.
Yeah,
You can really see the strike zone there.
I think it's the money shot. You know,
Oh,
over the
right.
pitcher's shoulder, into the catcher. We could get in a little closer, but I decided to leave it back just a
Ooh.
fraction.
Tim
That's-
Preston almost got hit then.
Yeah, Tim Preston at the plate, and Humble pitching to him. So a one-run ball game. It was going to be that way. We got first place playing second place. This could be the gold medal game, if you like, the championship game. We don't know because anything can happen at Pine Rivers, and the results in the other games just don't know.
Yeah, I
That's
just had
the
a look
second
at
out. That's a strikeout there.
the other game. I just had a look before, and I think it was the Jethawks were up 2-1.
Okay,
So,
the one-run ball game
One
again.
run, and that's part of the intent of what we want to see here, where we're with the draft-based system, and you can get, good even type teams and have nice close ball games where the guys they've got to compete every week.
Yeah.
Scott Fitzgerald up to bat now. A strike.
Yeah, with Tim Preston out, Scott
you-
Fitzgibbon.
Oh, Fitzgibbon, sorry.
So, and you got the Yardbirds too. So they didn't have things go their way early in the competition for the first 4 or 5 weeks, and
Yeah,
they're on a winning streak of 3 games now. So they're looking for 4 tonight, and they're
Absolutely.
putting themselves into contention for 2 weeks when we go to the championship
yeah.
game.
We've got tonight, we've got next week, and it's still toss of a coin.
No,
It really is.
It is. I think the Lumberjacks get away with tonight. That probably secures up one spot, and then I think the second spot in the championship night is up for grabs.
Yeah,
it could come down
absolutely.
to next week.
Yeah, yeah. We've got good viewer numbers on the stream tonight. Glenn Long's monitoring all of that.
Hi, Glenn.
We've got good numbers, and of course those numbers build up over the following days after a game as people log on and watch what they didn't see, or go and watch it again, or the players get home and watch it when they
Fumble.
get a chance. And so that's working quite well, I think, with the numbers of viewers that we've got. The centre field shot will make a difference. We've got fibre optic cable running from here all the way out there.
And then off a battery.
It does a good job, and running off a battery supplied by Battery World.
Yeah, Derek. Yep.
Derek,
So
yeah.
he dropped that off this afternoon with the inverter, I think it is, and
The only problem I had was lifting it up onto the top of
Yeah.
the scaffold.
Yeah,
That's a
it's-
heavy
it's
battery.
not light. But it's doing a great job. So thanks, Derek, out there for organising that. It's to power the camera out there and to get the shot that you guys are seeing out there. It
Yeah.
definitely enhances and improves the view.
Well, we definitely needed it for the Ash Anderson Cup game.
Yeah,
Definitely
we're
needed
really
it
looking
for
for
that.
that.
So we're getting it in a couple of weeks before that is a bonus, I think. And I've got a couple of plans for the other 2 cameras as well. Maybe
Have
some
you?
slightly different angles might give us better coverage on the outfield. But we'll see how that transpires.
No, it's hard to believe we're into week 8 already tonight, and only 2 weeks away from the championship night, which is we're really looking forward to. And
Absolutely.
for year 1 and the intent of what we've tried to build here this year is and talking to the players and coaches a lot. There's still a lot of positive comments coming that it's gotten stronger and stronger every week.
Yeah, I guess in the development stages of it, there was a few naysayers out there saying, "Why are we doing this? Will it work?" And
Just
is
hit
this
that
an out?
straight
Yes,
to
it
cap-
is.
straight to the pitcher.
Yep, 1-3 out on. Was that Fitzgibbon still?
Yes, it was.
1-3 brings up the third out. So the Assassins go 3 up, 3 down in the top half of 5, and the score remains 0 for 0. I was going to say for the Assassins and 1 for the Lumberjacks. They will come back in the bottom of the 5th and lead off with Kyle and Pearce. We'll be back shortly.
Baseball. It starts with a glove and a ball. No matter where you start, where you play, or where the game takes you, you're still just playing ball.
What a moment for Luke Hughes. What a moment for Australia.
Join in the fun today. Visit baseball.com.au to find your local club.
And welcome back to the action at Bannister Park, where the Lumberjacks are leading the Assassins 1-0. We go to the bottom of 5. Lumberjacks at the plate, and leading off for Kylan Pearce. Leads off in batting in the 9 slot. Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
Pearce hitting.
Pearce should be there. Yep. Number 8. That's him. And on the mound, change of pitcher, Maxim Walker. Watson? Maxim Watson, the number 11 on the mound for the Assassins. Bottom of 5, makes his first appearance on the mound for the night. And we're talking to David Badke as well, our special guest here during the 5th inning. And Dave, you've just clarified something for me that's important for all of the viewers and all of the baseball supporters of this league. The 3-4 game is going to be played on Tuesday night,
The 16th?
the 16th of November, at Redcliffe.
Correct.
At Redcliffe.
Redcliffe
Please
Padres.
take note, everybody. It's at the home of the Padres at Redcliffe, Tuesday night, the 16th.
Pop-up fly, and it looks like it's going to shortstop.
It's certainly going to shortstop. He backed up on that. Is that Ben Craig out there? It should be.
Yep.
So a fly ball from Pearce to shortstop, position 6, 1 up, 1 down, the Lumberjacks. And that takes us back to the top of the order through Liam O'Hay.
Yeah, so Redcliffe, the Tuesday night, the 16th of November at Redcliffe, the 3-4 game for the Futures League is happening there. Same time, 7 o'clock game
Excellent.
time.
Yeah.
And then we're building towards the Wednesday night, the 17th of November, here at Hendra,
Yep.
the championship game, 1 versus 2.
For
Here
the
at
Ash
7
Anderson
o'clock
Cup.
For the Ash Anderson Cup.
Yeah.
So we really want to encourage the people on the Tuesday night, or guys watching on stream, or come out here. We're trying to build a good atmosphere on the night.
Yeah,
bit
let's
of
get a crowd here.
Bigger crowd than what it's
Yeah.
been.
Watch it later on the stream, the next
and,
night.
Yeah, and come out and watch these guys just battle out for the Ash Anderson Cup. So it'll be a great night.
And there'll be catering trucks here. Everything will be happening. The joint will be jumping.
That's it.
Get your backside trackside, I like to
Come
say.
out to the inaugural Futures League Championship game and see who's going to take, like I said, who's going to be the inaugural
Yep.
Ash Anderson Cup winners. So
Let's give these young guys a really good atmosphere to play that championship game on. And the night before, get up there for the 3-4 game
absolutely.
at Redcliffe. It's going to be a cracker. And these guys have improved out of sight over the last 8 weeks. It'll be 10 weeks by the time we get to that game in a couple of weeks' time, but their improvement has escalated enormously.
I mean, coming out of the winter, and every week, like we said from the start, they're going to get stronger and stronger every week. And going into week 8 now, the club ball started. These guys are well advanced into the season now. And like I said, they're going to be finish the season off nice and strong. But most of them, or if not all of them, are all in good shape.
Yeah.
And ready to continue on having a great season past the Futures League.
Well, I think they've been managed well with their time in the game during these series, especially the pitching staff.
Oh,
and I
there's a
think
strike
that was
out
a big
there.
fear. Yeah, big swing on that one from O'Hay.
Well, Harrow, it's a good point because it's all about managing the workload of these guys.
Yep.
So they do have a big workload with Futures League, club ball, Friday night, Sunday. Some of these guys are still playing 18s on the Saturday. Plus they're trying to fit in training. So it's all about having controls in place and effectively managing the workload of these guys to avoid fatigue, which obviously can lead to injuries.
A couple of points on that. It's not a bad thing as such if they're looking to go to college ball or low pro ball in the US at some stage, because it's 7 days a week over there.
Yeah, so we're building towards that, and that's part of the intent with the Futures League is to try and put them in an environment that's building them towards what they may go to if they do get a college gig or signed, or even ABL rosters. That the workload of those guys are increased as well. So
they eat and sleep baseball. If that's where they want to go and they want to make a name, either road they take, it's 7 days a week.
Absolutely.
And filming this Futures as well is really great for potential college people to watch as well, so that they can see what's going on for these players and
Scouts
see.
are out there, don't you worry.
Right.
They won't always make a noise either.
Oh, big pop up
Lavity
there.
lifts that one high left field side.
Outside of the lights.
Everybody being called off by the centre fielder.
Zamora
Tyson
that's got the
Zamora.
one?
Should be
Woo-hoo.
Zamora out there. And, of course, he gets the call over everybody else around him, centre field.
Which is good. The priority's kicked in, and Zamora
and you can see
centre field, priority kicks in, and the communication comes into it and makes a routine play.
And I think Tim Preston was out there charging for it as well, but Zamora called him off. As soon as he gets that call, he just...
If we can hear it from here, then he's definitely staking his ground there.
So fly to position 8 brings up the third out on Connor Lavity and the Lumberjacks.
3 up, 3 down again.
Yeah, no runs scored, but they do lead this game by 1 run to 0 after 5 completed here at Bannister. And welcome back to Bannister. And we've had the first batter up and the first batter out. Leading off would have been Callum Wallace.
Yep.
We'll just double check that for the Assassins. Batting in the 9 slot.
And the pitcher just had a little pop up and the pitcher caught that one.
Yeah, Callum Wallace, number 25. And that was a pop-up back to 1.
He attempted a bunt for a base hit there, so...
And got too far underneath
trying to play the small game. The Assassins are trying to get, guys on. They're chasing a run, so...
We're back up to the top of the order with Tyson Zamora.
Great opportunity for the Assassins. 1, 2, 3 coming up. Try and manufacture a couple of runs, get some runners on, and get the guys, that hit the ball in the alleys and with a bit of power to
And
drive
Lumberjacks
them in.
want to lock them out from that first
Absolutely,
base. If
yeah.
Lumberjacks win this tonight, they're in the final.
Secure a spot.
Yeah.
And Humble's doing a good job up there too. He's locating it pretty well, and he's doing a good job for him.
So Zamora steps in. He's been at the plate twice tonight. Infield fly ball to position 4. I don't know why I wrote that. Fly to position 4 at second base. He was out, the first out in the first inning.
Big swing there.
And in his second appearance, he's put out at first base for the third out. So he hasn't been able to get anything through the infield yet tonight, but who knows?
Zamora, he's got a good bat on him, so he's one of those guys that can hit the ball with power, and he does have the ability to drive the alley. So
Yeah, and a different pitcher as well.
different pitcher. You get a pitch in the zone where he likes it and drop a barrel on it, and
Yeah, away you go.
anything can happen. He can run, so
There's 1 strike, 3 balls at the moment.
and Zamora, he likes being aggressive too. So he will take on the arm out there to try and make something
And you see
happen.
the same in the field as well. When he's fielding, he doesn't mess around. He gets 100% to where he's got to be.
Absolutely, yeah. He
He's
gets
off
a
to
good
first
reader.
base now.
Draws the walk. So he's the Assassins with the tying run at first base.
So, Harry, I'm really looking forward to watching these guys too. As you know, I'm running the under-18 Queensland squad on the team,
Yep.
so quite a number of these guys out here tonight. And Richter's coming up to bat now as one of the guys that's second year under-18. So he's been doing some good things, running around out in the outfield, and it's great to see these guys, playing against some of these guys who are a few years older than them and really challenging them.
He's a highly active player, Billy Richter, isn't he? And he's switched on for everything.
Yeah, he's got good situational awareness and what's happening on out there. So
Humble gets his first strike on him.
Well, what we're saying is both these players are no slouch. The pitcher, John Lem behind the plate, is doing a great job behind the plate as catcher.
He's run for second, but it's a foul ball. You have to go back, buddy.
That was just a warm-up run.
Yeah.
But
Nothing
the wheels
worse.
he's got,
Nothing
he
worse.
just appears at second base.
Yeah.
He's standing at first, he appears at second. It's like you don't even see the run.
yeah,
It's just a warm up. That's fine.
Yeah, we've got all these young guys, Lemmy gets catching behind the dish, was, in our under-18 team last year, only not even 12 months ago, and Humble was in it, sort of under 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We've got
That's
Richter's-
3. He's struck out.
Richter's is a current under-18, so it's great to see a good mix of guys out here.
Was that a commentator's curse for Billy Richter?
I think maybe,
it might
sorry.
have been. One of us put the mocker on him.
It's all right, Harrow, I'll let him know.
It was our fault.
So Franco Natali up to bat.
You like the Natali brothers,
I
don't you?
do. I do. I love the Natalis.
Well, you talk about a guy that can leave the yard. This is one guy that can.
Yeah.
He's done it earlier in the competition,
Yeah.
like in the Futures League in the early games.
Good hands
You
and
know.
good timing.
It is one swing, could be a 2-1 ball game. He gets a pitch that he likes and jumps on a fastball.
Oh, flat swing. Like you said, it was flat and it was hard.
Some more runs on that, gets over to second base. It would have
Yes,
surprised me it was a hit and run that happened there. So
Yep.
now Natali's got in the scoring position. Now Natali might be able to do his job and drive a run in and tie it up.
Yeah, that's what they'll be hoping for. We had a long talk to Jared Long up here before, through the third innings, which was interesting. He's had a lot of years in the game as well, hasn't he?
Yes.
For a young fella.
Yeah.
I still consider him very young.
Yeah. Well, he's down at Mudgeeraba, isn't he? There, down there. and
Mudgeeraba,
running the Division
Rabina.
1. Yeah.
Running the Rabina program on a brand new baseball field,
Yes.
mind you.
Lovely.
Very good.
So Natali waiting for this next pitch from Humble.
Ooh,
He
there's a
meets it,
strike.
drives it down the third
Oh.
base side,
Oh,
scooped
he's got
by
some more.
Jacob Nilsson. Nilsson's got the rundown.
They've got a
try.
squeeze happening.
They cannot get it. They've fumbled it.
No, fumbled again
The
at
ball
third.
is still loose. Wow. That ball was put down in the relay several times, and we end up with Zamora still standing safely at third base.
What a great little squeeze play that was. It really forced the players to juggle the ball at the end there.
Wow. What about that for a play?
Oh, it was.
Nilsson put it down first, so
Yeah.
rather than try and get the other out, he had to go for the rundown.
Well, he made a great backhand play on it. He got a good short hop on it, and
Yep.
it just dropped out when he was transitioning to make the play to get him out at first, and Zamora was caught halfway. So the intent was right.
Yeah.
It was just the execution with the rundown play that just went a bit wayward. But interesting to hear what Lumberjacks do with 1 and 3.
And if Nilsson doesn't knock that ball down, it goes outfield. and you've got to run anyway.
Oh, that ball's down the left field corner,
Yeah.
absolutely. So ties it up, and Natali's probably standing up at second base.
So Scott Cronin up to bat now.
Tying run at third base. The go-ahead run at first.
Lumberjacks in a very dangerous situation here with their one run ahead. 2 people on base. Oh, no, foul ball down the third base line.
I'll put Franco on with a fielder's choice, I
So
guess.
they've got 2 out, so
Let's score the error.
That's nice.
Too hot to handle. So let's see what Cronin can do.
Lumberjacks are going to want to make the easy out for the 2 outs and
That was a nice pitch.
make sure that the run doesn't count.
Nice
That's what they're
pitch
gonna
from
want.
Humble. What does Scott Cronin's stats look like up here? There he is up the top. 22 plate appearances, 2 home runs, average of 105. That doesn't look good enough.
No. Oh,
That's
struck
what
out.
it is. Go on.
Humble goes fastball up and away, and Cronin chasing it. So
Yeah,
good
smart.
to Humble to dig deep there to get himself out of a little jam there and get out of the inning. So the Lumberjacks can maintain and hold on to a 1-0 lead.
So after all that work in the top half of the 6th innings, the Assassins don't get that tying run. They still remain on 0. So halfway through the 6th innings, it is the Lumberjacks 1 leading the Assassins 0.
Baseball. It starts with a glove and a ball. No matter where you start, where you play, or where the game takes you, you're still just playing ball.
What a moment for Luke Hughes. What a moment for Australia.
Join in the fun today. Visit baseball.com.au to find your local club.
And welcome back to Bannister Park, where we go to the bottom of the 6th innings. Lumberjacks batting in the bottom of the innings, and they will lead off through John Lem, their catcher, batting in the 3 slot in the original lineup. And Lem will lead off, and he'll be followed by Angelo Natali. And they lead this game over the Assassins by 1 run to 0. And we're joined on the microphone with David Badke, and we were just talking about the speed of these games since week number 1, where 7 innings game, and it was 7 o'clock till 9:30 at night, and we're almost up to 8:30, and we're through 6 innings already almost.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, in the week 8, like the first were like two and a half hour games,
Yeah.
where the guys get more conditioned as the weeks have gone by. The pitchers are locating it a lot more strikes, not falling behind as
That's
much.
just past the pitcher. Can he make it? No.
Lem makes it at first, and that was shortstop Ben Craig. I think he's still there, Craig, and he gets that across to Fitzgibbon, who just can't quite glove it with Lem charging up the line at him. So John Lem gets safely on first base.
They come at you so fast off that bat. The pitcher, it's like a...
I don't know if it's error shortstop, error first.
It's a wild throw.
It was a
Yeah.
little bit of a bounce throw to
Yeah,
first.
we'll
definitely.
go wild throw.
Oh, it's
We'll go wild throw 6.
Janelle and Mary are scorers down there tonight. I would think there's an error 6 on that one.
They're pretty experienced, aren't they?
I mean, I used to play first base a fair bit, and we get one in the dirt. We're expected to pick everything and glove it, but
You were a
doesn't
first
always work.
baseman, so it wouldn't have been an E3. Anyway.
definitely not an E3.
Angelo Natali up to bat now.
All right, so Lumberjacks with the runner at first. Second batter up, Angelo Natali. Designated hitter role tonight for the number 10.
It'll be interesting to see what the Lumberjacks do here with, they got the one-run lead. You would hope they're going to still maintain and still be aggressive out there.
I would think so. I think they want to build a bit of insurance.
One's not enough.
Because as you said in the previous inning, in the fifth inning, a couple of swings,
right.
couple
One
on base,
swing,
and
that's
away
it.
you go.
And if you got somebody on base with that one swing,
That's
it's done.
That's it.
That's right.
They could have just as easily been chasing 2 runs here, the Lumberjacks, if the Assassins had have got bat to ball there.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little harder for the guys at first base there with Watson on the bump in a lefty. So, it just probably slows them down a little bit there with the left-hander up there with a move over there to probably keep them a bit closer than what they normally would if a righty was up there at this time. But there's Watson going across as I'm talking about.
He's overthrowing it. Actually, I think the first baseman, he's going to third.
No, he's not.
No? Okay. He had a look.
No. The thing they've got to think about, the coach at third base will be holding him there because he's had a look at the players and he knows their arms.
For sure.
And even if the ball's at the fence, if the right person's got it, you don't want to steal on them.
So lefty pickoff can be really successful because they just don't know it's coming because it's, you don't have that much of a turn. But
well, you don't. But if this situation here, I think it was unlikely that he would have been running. So this is where we teach our young kids coming through about one-way lead, especially with a lefty up there. It's a one-way lead. So when you do that, you're making sure he goes to the plate. In that situation, if we're not running. So he wasn't running there, and it was just the throw was off and
what's the key with a left-handed pitcher and a runner at first? What's the runner looking for? What's the key? Is it a shoulder, a hand?
It varies.
Feet?
It all varies. But we typically teach our kids on a one-way lead that wait for the pitcher when he lifts his knee to get to a high point, and then the front foot actually come down landing.
Where he has to go.
So he has to go to the plate. These lefties get away with a lot. So, but from a base running perspective, on one way, if we're not running, we don't want to take that chance of getting picked off. Especially in a one-run ball game.
A walk now for Angelo.
I'd say the Assassins have got the pen is just getting up now, so I can't see down the corner there, but the Assassins have got the pen up and getting them going.
They have, yeah.
We got Jacob Nielsen up to bat now, and 2 runners on first, one on first and one on second.
There's another guy, Nielsen, that can hit the ball with some power, so they're in a good spot. We got none out too, right?
That's
none
right.
Out.
Yeah, 2
none
runners.
Out, 1 and 2. The Lumberjacks could break this open here and
seal the deal. Is that what you're saying?
May end the season for the Assassins.
Nielsen was out on a ground ball to third and a fly ball to centre in his previous 2 appearances, and it's his 3rd time around the wheel right now.
A slice, but it's a foul ball.
Can hit a ball though.
Can hit a ball, and he's been around for a while, and obviously his dad with Dave is. He's had some great guidance there. So, he knows his job here. That's not only about leaving the park, but he knows his job here with none out runners at 1 and 2 late in the game. He just needs to do a job and get a pitch to move him over and get him in the scoring spots.
There we go. Ground ball to shortstop.
Runner
Can't grab it. Could not find the handle on the ball. That was Ben Craig. Just bobbled it enough and took the wise decision, I think, to hold it.
Also, the runner jumping over the ball to making sure that they didn't get hit because that's an automatic out. So
well, they're not going to do that at this level, let me tell you.
No.
But he had to jump over it.
Nielsen loads them up. Well, you could argue a lot of things with that run, but we'll leave that alone. It's players, coaches, and everybody knows the game. Even the shortstop would have expected that sort of play with the runner, and the runner knows what he's got to do. Everybody's got a job, and they all executed that extremely well. So loaded bases with Ryan Zarich at the plate now. As you said, David, Lumberjacks, none out here. Bottom of the 6th inning, they lead this game 1-0. There are none out with loaded and Zarich.
Best opportunity they've had all night to break this open.
Absolutely.
And Max is sort of struggling a little bit here. So, as a hitter, you'd be looking at fastball. When you're looking for a fastball that's in that zone that you like to hit it.
He's trying to
as
settle.
a hitter, you'd be getting ready to go.
Nothing experimental coming out of Maxim's hands. Ground
Cool.
ball straight back.
Double play.
Plays home.
And to first.
Got out of it.
Gets
That's
2 of them.
Big play there by Watson. Through
wow.
That was a fantastic play.
Through Timmy Preston at the plate and roll a double. That's a big play with none out. roll a double play in that situation.
He gloved it well, Watson, didn't he, on the mound? So 1 to 2 out for the first half, and then 2 to 3 for the. Who did he get? He got the runner, didn't he? He got Zarich, on the 2 to 3.
We got Nick coming out, so he's obviously going to make a pitch and change here, and he's going to go to the pen.
That was a second out. The first.
So the first
out was
out
Angelo.
at home, yeah.
1 to 2 to
Sorry,
3.
not Angelo. John Lem was the out at home.
Mm-hmm.
He was the out at the plate, John Lem, and then the other out was at first base. That was Zarich. We've got runners at second and third.
It was like the perfect order. Get the one out at home so you definitely can't score. And get him out at
Well,
first.
double plays, you always want to get that leading runner.
Yep.
That's the
Yep.
priority. Get the first one.
Yep.
If you get the second one,
Guys to show their talent there. They can just make those plays just confidently.
oh, absolutely. And that. So we've got young Parker Lovering coming out on the mound now for the Assassins. So
On the hill. Okay.
you know, he's a good young first year kid that we've got on board, and in the part of the under 18 squad. So.
And he
comes
came
out
in
the
as a
top.
standby player, didn't he? I think.
He was on the reserve list and then got pulled in due to some injuries. So, what are we in the bottom of the 6th? 1-0 ball game, 2 out.
Yep.
Um,
He's just got to get one out.
so he comes into a pressure situation. So it'll be really good to see how he handles it.
So good experience for the young fella.
Absolutely.
He'll get his regular number of warm-up pitches, and if he hasn't had time in the pen, he'll actually get probably a little bit more, as long as his arm gets warm properly.
Yeah, well, I've been watching. He's been down the pen there throwing, so he should be all right. But I think this is his first outing too, as on the mound tonight. So
Okay.
he's probably he's young. He's a first year under
Yeah,
18.
he won't
He's
be
probably
on the
got
stats, will he?
No,
No,
I
he's
know
not.
he's had a couple of games as a regular, but
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's his first outing on the mound.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I've got no doubt that he's probably got a few nerves going through the belly, which is that's not a bad thing.
opportunity presents itself. He might as well have a crack and just
He's
show
pitching,
his wares.
He's been pitching. His speed is around 80 to mid 80s. Except for that last one. But so that's pretty exciting
that's not
to
my
see.
hips that are squeaking. It's the window.
It's just the breeze has just started to pick up, and it's a little bit of a chill in the air, which is quite interesting.
And Tiger will come to the plate for the Lumberjacks.
Ohayou gozaimasu, genki desu ka, to all the Japanese viewers for Tiger. Yay!
I've got no idea what
Yeah,
you just said,
translation.
and I don't need
Hello,
to.
how are you? Good to see you. Yes. Yeah. Mushi mushi means are you listening? Usually you say that when you answer the phone, though.
Right. We'll see what comments we get about all of that then, will we?
Arigatou gozaimashita means thank you very much for watching.
So interesting. Tiger has been to the plate twice tonight, out on a ground ball to second base. 4 to 3 play got him out, and struck out in his last appearance. And now he gets opportunity again with 2 out and 2 runners on.
He has that wonderful batting stance that is waving his bat really high up in the air, that Japanese style.
Yeah, his hands are fairly high up there, but to be like you said, that's Japanese tend to hit that way. So
Absolutely.
So Lovering starts with a strike on the inside edge of the plate. Good location, I think. Then he goes outside, works that edge. Back-to-back
Shaking his
strikes called.
See that shaking his head? He's
Well,
like,
he didn't like the inside pitch. He didn't like the
The
outside
outside
one either. But that's a batter's prerogative, isn't it? Good selection, though. Ed Crotty obviously calling the pitches.
Timmy Preston come in there, Harrow too. There's just been a catching change. So
Isa Preston's in there now. And he
Timmy
gets him
Preston.
swinging.
swung at that one.
So that's the 3rd out. Nice start for Lovering. That's the way
Yeah.
to start, isn't it?
great
Sit
way
him
for him
down.
to come in and look nice and relaxed and located it and got the Assassins out of the innings.
And no runs scored in the bottom of the 6th innings by the Lumberjacks. So they still lead the Assassins in this game as we head to the top of the 7th innings. It is the Lumberjacks leading the Assassins by 1 run to 0. And welcome back to the top of the 7th innings here at Bannister Park. The Assassins come to the plate through Soren Branch. Is at the plate now for the Assassins. He'll be leading off, and they trail the Lumberjacks by 1 run. Not Soren Branch at all. It's Ben Craig. That's
Wrong
my
side of the sheet.
fail to turn the page.
Soren is also Japanese, is that right?
There is Japanese in the culture, in the family there, yeah. So.
Definitely.
But
He's got grandparents in Japan that are watching. So if you're watching again, ahau gozaimasu.
Craig.
Oh,
He
fantastic
pops one
hit
up.
into centre
He gets
field.
it into the gap, splits
Well
them.
done.
Opportunity knocks.
Well done, Zoran. Good job.
Fielded by centre field. So a single to position 8, centre field for Ben Craig. Ed Crotty will follow him to the plate. So runner at first. Top of the 7th. The tying run stands at first base.
Yeah, I think Nick's going to go the small game here. I think you'd expect a potential bunting situation here to get the guy over with
Moving
none
round.
out.
Yep. Get him into
Try and
scoring
tie it
position.
up. Right, he's going to swing away.
Crotty takes a big hack at that one.
Are you looking at the coaches saying, what are you doing? Why aren't you telling them to punt?
No, I'm just watching Nick down there throwing through his signs, his sequence. And
Byron Humble still on the mound, as
He's
you can
called
see,
him
as
off.
time is called.
But Nick could be, he's chasing, he doesn't want to sort of get the situation where it's tied and go extras. He's going out to try and win it now.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
But we'll see what Nick's thinking out there and see what Crotty's asked to do.
Time will tell. Crotty at the plate. Humble on the hill.
There it
Here
is.
comes that pitch. Lays down the
Got
bunt
it
to
down.
move the runner.
Picture's got it.
Dave's just called that, and he's out at first, as you would expect, on a 1-3.
It's a good job by Crotty. I mean, it's none out, runner at 1. His job is to get the ball down and sacrifice. So, and get over in a scoring position with Timmy Preston coming up to the plate. So, Crotty was asked to do that, and he did a good job of it.
He did just, as you said, what was required. That brings Tim Preston to the plate. Here's a danger man.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a good contact hitter, and he's got the ability to drive some alleys. So, yeah, again.
He's had 2 home runs this season.
Tying run in scoring position.
In the Futures League. Yeah, I'll be going off the sheet there. So
Tim Preston at the plate. Can he drive in the
hits.
tying run?
Yeah, no, he hasn't, but he has racked up a few hits.
I've
so,
read that wrong, sorry.
He has. He's a good contact hitter, and he's got some ability to drive some alleys. So, again, he's looking for that pitch that he knows that he can handle, and again, we could have a tight ball game in a couple of pitches.
Everybody's nervous in a 1-run ball game.
Well, the Assassin seasons, this is it. So the Assassins don't get away with this. They're probably done, playing off for the 3-4 game. So, they've got.
And
So
speaking
you're
of the
saying-
other game,
yeah.
Pine Rivers game, the
Pine
score was
Yardbirds 4, Jethawks 3 at the bottom of the 5th. So the winner of that game is keeping it alive for the finals.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So the winner of this game and the winner of the other game will be playing.
Well, there's still
Maybe.
opportunity next week.
Right, okay.
There's a lot of baseball left in that game out at Pine Rivers, and there is, right at this point in time, a lot of baseball left in this one, even though we're in the top of the 7th.
Yardbirds have just gone 5-3 up over there. So
Okay, 5-3. So
Yardbirds, it looks like they,
stretching their legs.
But the Assassins got to do something here. They've got to try and manufacture a run. They've got to keep this game going.
Big
He
swing.
gets a swing. Humble gets a swing out of Preston.
Yeah, it's not probably the Assassins that they're completely out of it, but it just makes it,
Tight.
come down to next week very tight and hard to try and get.
Augurs
into that
well
1-2
for next
spot.
week's games, doesn't it?
It goes to show that all 4 teams are really great quality together,
Well, and that's what a draft system can bring.
Foul ball.
Fouls one off.
I'm just looking down at Lumberjacks' pen too, so I'm not sure who's down there, but Humble's count is probably getting up to close to his 45, which is his limit
I think
that we
he's
do here. So
looking to get this out.
he wants to get this out and probably get a situation where they're going to go down to the pen. So again, he's locating and he's thrown some good innings.
Is it 2 strikes? There's a
Pitch
ball
is
there.
down.
Yep.
There's a lot of cheering out there in the Assassins
Well, I
Dug
think
out.
the Assassins know the situation and where they're at. So
That's right.
They're
They're doing their job, which is getting everybody hyped up.
Ooh,
Oh, Preston turns on that one. It's gone across the road.
If only it
Quick
had been in the
hands.
centre, it would have been fantastic.
Quick hands has gone down the driveway, down the left field side. Not even inside the ground. It's over the road, out through the side gate.
If you could just bring that out to left centre, we'd be right.
I'm thinking Humble might not throw that pitch again in that location.
No, definitely not.
and you'll see the defence here too of the Lumberjacks. So the corner guys have, they're shifting towards the line too. They don't want a ball end up down the line and end up down that corner either. So
Yeah.
they have made a slight shift, trying to prevent that as well. So looks like we're just looking for a couple more game balls here.
Yeah,
so
but they've fouled off so many, and they're so
They're
far
all,
away.
they're all in the back net,
Yeah.
there
up
is-
high. Couple up there. They're spread all over the place. You just
you-
can't reach them.
If you're a kid wanting to practice, they'd just come down and climb up and get one of those balls down so they can
You need a
practice.
12-foot ladder. That would be 3.6.
probably at
It's
least a
caught in
dozen.
Nice
between the
work.
nets.
By our cameraman.
All right, we'll see. Humble goes here and see if Timmy Preston's up to the challenge and see what he can do. Manufacture out there.
He's just asked for
Two
the
strikes,
count.
one ball. A little bit of pressure here for Tim. Good
Bit
opportunity
of
to
pressure
show
for
his...
everybody.
That's it.
Oh, and he gets a swing out of
and that's
Preston.
it.
And he goes back to the dugout
So
on a
it's
big K2.
2 out.
Here comes Philly over like the coach of the Lumberjacks to Humble's at his limit. So he's done a fantastic job out there, and we'll see who's going to come out of the pen. It might look to me, maybe it might be young Mav Winlaw, potentially, that's coming out into this situation to try and close it out for Philly.
Well done, Humble. He did a great job.
I think Winlow's got
Fantastic.
pretty good pitching stats, I think.
He has. He's done well.
So, oh no, underneath.
Let's see. He's only pitched 5.2 innings.
He's regularly
5
been-
and 2.
yeah.
11 strikeouts, though.
Yeah. Philly's used him a lot in these sort of situations, or coming in the 6th or the 7th late in the game. So
Yeah.
he's sort of been bringing him out sort of that one innings.
He's
Yeah.
faced 20 batters, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts.
Throwing the ball well, and he's been working, I know, with Sammy Holland with the with his arm slot and where he's at out there with dropping down a little bit. So he's sort of getting a little bit more of a natural run on it. So
Good person to be getting tips off.
yeah, Sammy Holland, absolutely. So he knows a thing or two up there when on the pitching. So I know he's been doing a lot of work with young Mav. So and that's starting to show with some of the stats you just referred to. But again, he's still young. He's only a second year under 18, and coming out, is there one out? Top of 7.
2 out.
Two out.
Two out.
yeah.
2 out, tie and run at second base. So another situation is to see how he deals with it.
There's pressure there.
He has such an amazing sidearm, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's really dropping that arm slot down.
It's very interesting.
And if you look at that, it's very similar to how Sammy Holland throws.
Yeah.
All right. It must be very difficult for the batters because of the trajectory of the ball.
Where the arm slot, where it's coming from.
So the number 8 batter in the lineup,
Tricky.
Scott Fitzgibbon.
Go, Scotty.
So this is it, top of 7. Lumberjacks hold on here. It's all over.
That's right.
1 out they're looking for.
Oh, nice
Oh,
on
rips
it.
it to centre field. He's
Here
turning the
comes.
corner. He's heading
He's
home.
bobbled the
They're
ball.
taking the gamble on it, and they got it. They've
Yep.
tied the game up with 1 hit off the first pitch from Winlaw to Scott Fitzgibbon.
They've given him a bit of a hug on first base. He's done a great
Wow.
job there.
That's what
A
it takes.
single to 8. Couldn't hit it any harder. He hit it neat and flat.
So it's a tie game.
1-1.
All. Yes. And there's still a runner on first. Good job, Scotty Fitzgibbon. Woohoo. Fantastic. Up to bat now, we have Callum Wallace. Is that right?
Yep. Callum Wallace it is. Steps in. We've got a 1-all ball game. Top of the 7th inning. Another half inning to go after this. Assassins have got the bullpen warming up already. Nice pitch from Winlaw, that one. Really digs low. What can Wallace do here? Tips
check
one
swing.
foul. Just tips it foul.
Up
Little
into the
check
fence.
swing. But he fights another day there. He check swing, battled it off. He can get reset and get ready for the next pitch. Now.
Yeah. Yeah. So Scotty Fitzgibbon, he read the ball straight out of the hand of Winlaw, and they come out flat.
It's probably a bit
And,
slower too
all the
than
action
the
is
other
side.
pitches. Just that little touch slower.
A little touch slower, but as a hitter, 45 degree, hit that line drive,
Yep.
nice and hard, and
Perfectly placed behind second. So it was beautiful in that gap.
So the Lumberjacks have spent the game defending that lead after getting the go-ahead run in the third inning.
They definitely don't want to end up with a tie today.
Now in the top of the seventh. 1-1 ball game here.
Last time we had a tie here, it was because of the rain. We got
it was
rained
a couple
out.
of weeks ago in the 7th.
Yeah.
That was another fast game.
Yeah.
It was quite early.
And a big swing
Oh, he
there.
gets him on a swing and strikes him out. So Callum Wallace goes down swinging. That's the third out here in the top of the seventh. We will come back for the bottom of the seventh with the score locked at 1-1.
Baseball. It starts with a glove and a ball. No matter where you start, where you play, or where the game takes you, you're still just playing ball.
What a moment for Luke Hughes. What a moment for Australia.
Join in the fun today. Visit baseball.com.au to find your local club.
If you want to stay, you're welcome. And welcome back to Bannister. The action is all here. We head to the bottom of the seventh inning. The score locked at 1-1, and leading off for the Lumberjacks is Soren Branch.
Go Soren.
And Parker Lovering remains on the mound for the Assassins. First pitch wide for a ball. Wide and low.
So we're just talking about in the
No.
break that if Lumberjacks don't score any runs in this inning, we will be going to international tiebreaker rules, which means we could play until 9:30. And when they go into extra innings, they will have a runner on first and second. So
Yeah.
that will be very interesting to see if Lumberjacks get somebody around for this one.
Yeah, we haven't needed it in this series so far, but be interesting if we get to it and runs at 1 and 2 and see how they go.
Lovering gets a strike on that last pitch to Branch. It's relocates here, trying to get the outside edge
strike
and
on the
gets it.
outside.
Paints the black.
He hates those ones. He was shaking his head last innings when that happened.
So Branch would have 2 strikes on him now. Leading off here in this bottom of the seventh inning.
Too high.
Just waiting for the umpire to give us the count just to confirm what it is. 3-2.
2 and 3.
Yep, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch here from Parker Lovering.
Oh.
And he gets him swinging again. A big K2 drawn there by Lovering. Good pitch. The young guy's first appearance on the mound in this series tonight. That was a great out pitch. So K2, 1 up, 1 down for the Lumberjacks. Brings to the plate Kylan Pearce.
And I think it was an innings or two ago. Was young Kylan got the hit to kick off an inning. So he's been swinging the bat okay tonight. So
yep, there he is. Yep, single to right field. Trying to get the outside edge on the left-hander, just missing it.
Nice solid speed of 81.
Assassin's bullpen is empty now. They've warmed up, ready for the change if and when they need it.
Yeah, I was trying to catch the number of who it was. Yeah, I missed the number, so I'm not sure who it was. But
okay, we'll find out soon. Beckham Crooks, maybe?
No, he was a taller guy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Parker may get himself out of it here.
Pearce at the plate. Oh, that must have been close. Just off the edge.
So if Pearce can find a way here to get on base with 1 out, and then we got the top of the order coming through with Hay Laverty and Johnny Lem coming up 1, 2, 3 in the order. So
yep,
good part of the order coming up.
Yeah, pretty solid. Just got to get to it. That's their only problem.
Yeah. There you
Works
go.
inside low.
Is that 3 and 1?
Mm-hmm. No, let's check with the. Yep, you're right.
Yep. If Pearce can walk, it would be an advantage.
Yeah, and Hay has had a good series too with the bat. So
winning run at the plate. And
he
he walks.
Go ahead, run gets on.
Nerves of steel, that one.
Yep. So like I said, Hayes had a good series. With the bat this year, he's hit the ball pretty hard and solid. So it's probably one of the better guys to be at the dish right now for him.
Well, he's been on twice. He was left at third, left at second in his previous 2 appearances. He struck out in his 3rd appearance at the plate, and a change coming up. So Liam O'Hay has had a good night, except for the strikeout, but that was on a change of pitcher as well. I think it was Sipple that struck him out. So there's the change. Parker Lovering, I think, did a fairly solid job for his first appearance.
He did really well for a, first time up there, young. The situation he was brought in at,
Cooper Thompson.
He did really well. So, well done to Parker on his outing tonight, and he did his job for Nick.
Absolutely. So now we've got Cooper
Thompson
coming in to have a bit of a warm up. So what are the things that you're looking for pitchers for the Queensland sides? What is, so many of them are pitching because there's so many of them in the teams.
Yeah.
So what are the main things that you're looking for?
Oh, look, we just like to see guys that are up there that, one, can show some good command and control up there. So, it's a big advantage in any junior sport, especially in baseball, that the guys that are, we do like to see the velocity, and we do all our testing, and a lot of these guys test really well. But, that's only one aspect of it. We also, like to, see the guys that can show ability with good sound mechanics for their age, locate the ball. There's all those sort of things that we look at. Plus, we look at body language. There's a whole range of things differently that we look at. So, the biggest part of what we do with the under-18s is trying to transition some of these young guys that are come up, and it's all participation through the 16s, and then you get to the under-18s, it starts to sort of have a proper sort of baseball roster. And, some of these guys then try to figure or work out whether they're going to be a pitcher only, a PO. Some of the guys want to be a two-way, so they want to sort of get on and throw, and then they also want to be a regular. So, that takes a lot of work and a lot of balance work to be a two-way.
And the difference in 16's standard to 18 standard is remarkably different.
It's a big step.
That 2 years is they're sort of growing into young men then.
Absolutely,
Whereas 16 they're growing out of kids.
Yes.
18 they're growing to be men. There's that gap in between. All of a sudden they're 19, 20 and away they go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finishing school.
That's it. There's a lot of things happening. So, but we just like to see, then we sort of profile them and then project them where they may be. And some guys are sort of ready now for the 18 stuff, and there's guys that get sort of put in categories that we might want to see them in 12 months' time. but it's it's the pinnacle of junior sport. So second year under 18, their junior sporting careers, then it's sort of they move on into the adult world and, on their own, and away they go. So there's a number of varying things we look for.
Yep. Okay, everybody's ready now. Cooper Thompson is ready. He was in the bullpen for quite a long time warming up. He's had his warm-up pitches here. He's ready to go.
We've got our runner on first still. Is
Kylan Pearce.
He's
He's got a set of wheels, and at the plate, Liam O'Hay.
at the top of the order.
And I may be wrong on this, but I think this is young Thompson's first outing as a pitcher on the mound too this series. So I know he's been building up. I haven't got the sheet there, but he's been away.
Yep, it doesn't
That's
show
his
on the
first
Assassin's
outing.
pitching sheet either.
Oh, he's running.
Oh, he's
ice.
He's off.
He didn't even get to the base.
That's Timmy Preston has sort of quick pop time there, and he's thrown Pearce out.
Wow.
Great throw from the catcher there.
Tim Preston. Yeah.
So Thompson's first outing, because I know he's been building, through the winter and with his arm and getting conditioned for it. So this is his first outing. So again, he's coming out in a tight situation, and
He's doing a great job.
Preston throwing out Pearce definitely helps.
That's the second out, and that was a bad out, if you like.
It was
really,
unnecessary.
That's a big loss with O'Hay at the plate. Yeah, we don't know what signs were put on by coaches, but that was the winning run that just got put out there. So O'Hay, all of the weight goes to him now. He walks.
Interesting where Pearce gets on, O'Hay gets on. So we've got one out runners at 1 and 2. So
Yeah, different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Now a runner at first, and we get
Two
to
out.
Connor Laverty.
yeah, but again, not knowing what the coaches were thinking, or whether it was a straight steal or there was a hit and run missed, or I'm not sure. I mean, he didn't swing at it, but the result was he got hosed by Timmy Preston. So
And
Not
it was
to worry.
a great throw.
it's on the money.
Connor Lovering up to bat.
Laverty.
Oh, sorry.
Lovering's the pitcher. Laverty's the hitter.
I'm reading it upside down. And sorry.
So we got 2 out. Laverty can find a way here, and you got Johnny Lem coming up.
So the winning run now stands at first again, but there are 2 out. It's a harder task for the Lumberjacks.
Having a little bit of a powwow on the mound.
Yeah, Timmy Preston is, like you said, it's Thompson's first outing, so
Yeah.
he's just fallen behind a little bit there. So Timmy Preston just showing some leadership there, that just to go out and just get him to take a couple of deep breaths and just settle him down and just get him to reset and regroup, and that's pretty smart by Preston to go out and
Absolutely.
just to slow it down.
Yeah.
Just get him to reset,
Yeah.
take a breath,
Give him time.
give him some time, and then come back and regroup, and then just go and locate it and get ahead.
All right, everybody resets. Laverty waits for the next pitch. It's high, well out of the zone from Thompson.
Just looking at the Harrow, the other game over there, the Yardbirds are starting to run away with that 8-3 in the top of the 6.
Oh, wow.
So
Gee.
Yardbirds seem to be taking control over there. I believe that's over at Pine Rivers there.
Okay. Laverty lets that one go for a called strike. Cooper Thompson throws it outside edge, just painting that front corner of the plate. So steps back in again, ready to go. Thompson to Laverty. And he walks. Back-to-back walks there from Thompson. So we now have the winning run at second base in the form of Liam O'Hay. The one behind him doesn't matter. If O'Hay scores, the Lumberjacks walk off.
With 2 out, the Assassins are really going to try to keep this as tight. If they get another chance, if they get this last out.
Cooper Thompson now has got to face the batting of John Lem.
It's interesting, Lumberjacks last week down at Beenleigh. Same situation, tied ball game, bottom of 7. I can't remember who it was, but then there was a walk-off out there. They win it by a run. So
Really? Yeah.
second week in a row, the Lumberjacks have been in the situation, bottom of 7, tie ball game.
And got out of it.
Opportunity maybe tonight again to allow me to hit a walk-off and win it. But Thompson's just fallen behind here, so
Lem's being very patient. as he needs to be with 2 out.
Do you think that the catchers are always good with the batting in the box? You know, like with their patience of which ball might be coming next?
Well, they know where the pitch is.
Exactly, right?
They're there all night.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, was that
Yeah.
3-0?
No, it's 1 strike, 2 balls.
He's making the change. Who's been at
Bringing
shortstop?
him
Is
out
that
for
Ben
a
Craig?
warm-up, I
Ben
think.
Craig?
I'd say Ben Craig's going to get sent down a pen to get loose real quick.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So that's just that re-entry rule. That's one of the rules we've got in play here. Similar to the Little League rule where you can, you know, a defensive guy can come out of the game. He's just gone into Parker Lover. He's just gone into shortstop to cover for Ben. But that's one of the rules we've got in play. You can come out to get loose to make sure these guys are warm when they go on the mound.
Yeah, good rule. Oh, he gets a strike out of
Foul
him.
ball, that
No,
one.
foul ball.
Foul. Yep.
But then, and like the rules say, you know, Benny, he's gone down there. So when he comes back into the game, he must come back into the game on the mound.
Yes.
So he can't sort of change his
Can't
mind and
go
go back
to field
defensively.
again. Yep.
So
Okay.
when he comes in, he's got to come into the mound. So
Yep. Fair enough.
Nick's already made his call there that that's who he's going to go to, if needed. Is that 3-1 count?
That's
Must
full
be
count
now. Yep.
Full count?
Full or 3-1? Oh,
Yeah,
it is a
full
full
count.
count.
Full count now.
3-2. I stand corrected. Or I could sit. But
Got to make
I don't have
sure
a chair.
these base runners got to make sure the priority here is make sure that Thompson goes to the dish from a base running perspective. So we also said Thompson do an inside move here.
full count with 2 out.
Oh,
Runners go, and he walks. So loaded bases. Walk.
I don't know if having your 4th batter up when you've got loaded bases is such a great idea for the Assassins, is it?
no, I mean they've got themselves into a jam here, but you know they got out, you know, with the double play. They got a,
He's
you know, they got
making the
2 outs here.
change. He's making the change. Not a lot of warm-up time. Or is he buying time?
Nick wouldn't do that.
If he's a good coach, he would.
He's trying to give as much time as he can for a young Ben that's just got rushed down to the pen.
So he did that via the umpire, just questioning the umpire about whether he's allowed to go out and talk to him again,
The thing is,
and
though,
what the result of that might be.
they probably don't want to be chewing up time because if it does go into tiebreaker, they're going to need the time.
Oh no, he's buying time
Yeah,
for his
he's
pitcher to
fine.
warm up.
To warm up. Okay,
Yeah.
fair
The
enough.
more time if he can get another 5 pitches in, 6 pitches in before he comes out, all the better. And then when
Yeah.
he gets here, he's still got about he can have 8, I suppose.
And that's the benefit. You know, some of these coaches we got coaching these teams. You know, Nick's been around for a while and he's got a wealth of experience. So, you know, that's just some of these showing there that he just wants to slow it down a little bit to give Ben.
He's got
down
quite
there.
a lot of character as well, hasn't
Yeah, Nick does. Yeah, absolutely. So, but something's going to happen here. Is 2 out, loaded bases. We've got a Lumberjacks win a ball game.
Oh,
There's a foul ball.
big
There's
foul ball over the.
he? 2 out,
Net.
2 out, and the winning run stands at third base.
So the Lumberjacks are going to get a walk off again, or we're going to go extras and we're going to go to the tiebreaker.
Bunt the winning run.
Hey?
Bunt the winning run with
or
2
the
out.
winning run, or walk off. Could be. All we know is there will be something
risk.
happen here.
Oh,
There you go. Thompson's.
that was a great pitch.
Well, it's good. Thompson's, you know, sort of maybe he's got a bit of a rhythm there now, and little chat from Nick has just regrouped him again and get him back into a rhythm. So 2 strikes, he's got ahead. He set the hitter up where he wants to be right now. There it is. Oh, foul ball.
Foul.
Yep,
Oh,
just
lucky.
got a bit of bat on it. Do you think we're going extras?
By the look
Not
of
going to
it,
make the call.
I'll make
Yeah.
a call. I got a feeling we're going to have the first extra innings ball game.
If a commentator says that it probably won't happen. But who knows?
Hey, why not?
No, I think we're going to see the tiebreaker come in. Ooh,
And I
kick
don't
it
think
out.
we said it is
That's a
Natali,
foul
isn't it?
ball.
Kick it out.
Oh, look
Kick
out.
it, kick it out.
Oh,
It's a
he
fair
didn't
ball.
know what to do. He was waiting for it to roll fair, I think, and try and get him out.
Well,
That was
yeah.
very nervous because he went to pick it up, then stopped, backed off from it.
Even if it had a roll fair, the runner was way past him already. So,
Well,
yeah,
he was hoping it was rolling quicker than that.
I think if Timmy had his time again, I'd suggest in some play like that, potentially he's just
Leave it
giving
out.
a little kicking out just to avoid it rolling back in like that. And that third base line has got a slight angle in, so he's better off just getting that out of there and regroup for the next pitch.
So it's Angelo Natali
I'll
at
tell
the
you what, he's
plate.
got a cat of 9 lives, this guy, Angelo.
There it is. Here we go.
No.
Didn't call it.
No.
Down and in.
Yep. I think we're 2-2. No, is it? Yes, 2-2 now? Let's see. Come
We
on,
won't
hold
find out just yet.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. Just when you want to know the count.
He's waiting for it to be a count that might make a difference.
All we know is he's got 2 strikes, so. That'll do.
Oh, ground
Get
ball.
it out.
Will
No.
it score? Does he
That's
get
it.
the out? He's bobbled it. He's
That's
chased it.
They've won it.
Cannot find it.
Lumberjacks have won by 1 run. They've done
There
it.
they
the
go.
bottom of the
That
7th.
was Natali with a single to 6.
Lumberjacks do it 2
They're
weeks in a
pretty
row.
happy about
And,
it.
he
They're
hits
celebrating.
Liam O'Hay in. They score 1 run in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that takes them to 2. Lumberjacks win this game
By
2
1.
runs to 1 after the Assassins fought back very strongly in the top of the 7th. And with loaded bases from walks in the bottom of the 7th, it is Angelo Natali that knocks in the winning run, if you like. That's how I'm going to score it anyway.
Absolutely.
The official scorers might write it down differently, but I don't think so. I think they'll give credit where credit's due. Liam O'Hay crosses for that run, and they win this game by 2-1. So that consolidates, I think, the Lumberjacks in top spot.
I'd agree with
you
that.
know.
I think the Lumberjacks have sealed the first spot, so they're probably, I would say, on how things are panning out, that have probably secured that first spot for the championship game on the 17th.
And our update on the Yardbirds Jethawks game is last score we saw was 8-3 Yardbirds.
Going into the 6th.
So that could make a big, big difference to this table. And I've got the standings before tonight's game somewhere here in all this paperwork. Here it is. Already found it. And it was the Lumberjacks had a run differential of plus 15 as well. So they'll go to 5 wins and 2 losses. So Assassins will go to 3 losses and 2 wins. So all on a knife edge there. They've had 2 ties, so equivalent to 3 wins there. Yardbirds will go to another win. They'll be 4 wins.
So the Yardbirds are going to go to 4-4, so 500 balls. So the Yardbirds, if that result stands over at Pine Rivers, the Yardbirds are going to jump into second place. So it's actually good. So coming to week 9, we don't know who the other team is. So it could be the Yardbirds or it could be the
Assassins.
Could be the Assassins.
And,
so it comes down to next week's games.
Certainly will. So next week's games, the Yardbirds play the Lumberjacks, not the Yumberjacks. Yardbirds and Lumberjacks, and Jethawks will play the Assassins.
Yep. So that game, based on tonight's result, Lumberjacks probably doesn't mean too much to them next week.
Yep.
But it means everything for the Yardbirds and the Assassins. So the Yardbirds need to sort of step up and take the last 4 weeks. They're 4-0 over the last 4 weeks to get them to 4-4. So they've got to bring that form into the Lumberjacks next week, while the Assassins take on the Jethawks to try and fight it out for that final spot.
Isn't it good in a 4-team competition?
Absolutely.
We go through 8 weeks of baseball. There's still nothing clear cut.
No,
It's going to go right to the wire on week number 9.
Which I think is a credit to the concept, the idea, the draft-based system, that we've got a pretty even comp that's been happening throughout the 8 weeks. And to get to week 9, not knowing the 2 teams in the championship game, that's a pretty good
Absolutely.
outcome.
Yeah, it's good. And the players are all excited now about all of this. And they're all getting their talks. They're in their circle now, having their team chats and everything else and summarising the game. And then they'll work out what they're doing next week. And so it's been a great night. You've seen our sponsors on screen there in between innings, but Alderley Hire, Reedy Towing, Inform Plastics, Flash Graphics, and Elith Electrical. Thank you very much to those sponsors. And, of course, the people that help out Baseball Queensland partners, My Club, the live score software from Michael Zambelli in San Diego, California, and Sports Club HQ, the membership and competition software from Jace Farmer on the Gold Coast. Thanks to all of those people. You've been listening to David Badke in the last few innings. Tay O'Keefe, I'm Harrow. Tune in again next week for what's going to be the final round, week 9 of this fantastic Futures League for Baseball Queensland, and a concept supported by the Brisbane Bandits as well and Baseball Queensland. What a great junction of people to bring talented baseball like these young people onto the field and onto our live streaming. So thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends and family. Tune in at about 10 minutes to 7 next week. Listen to a bit of music before you hear our dulcet tones. Bye for now.
Thank you. Good night.